Dying Light 2 released roughly a year and 3/4 ago in 2022, and since then it's been on a journey to recovery. With Dying Light 1 being such a fire game, it was destined that Dying Light 2 would fall short. I mean, what can I say though, the devs did actually screw up.
I screwed up.
The combat felt weird, the parkour felt weird, the story was pretty awful, the game was buggy, I could go on. But that's not what this video is about. This video is purely about the state that the game is in now, which I'll say is complete. Dying Light 2 is now a true sequel and a full above average game that I think everyone should play, and it only came about this state recently. You see, I made a video talking about Dying Light 2 a couple months ago when they released the Good Night, Good Luck update, taking a huge step forward towards the game that we originally envisioned and was in the trailer. They made nighttime scarier so that people like me are too afraid to play at night at all. They completely revamped parkour and the combat, and that was a really good jump from a shitty game to an actual quality video game. Now they've released the most recent community update, which marks the day that this game is complete. Dying Light 2 often does community updates, which are literally updates that are made for the community based on feedback, and this update was truly special. They added new takedown animations for zombies and humans. They enhanced and tweaked the combat even further, making this the most crisp combat that any game has ever had, ever. Like, no bullshit, this hit registration isn't matched by any game on earth. Just look at me slicing and dicing, man, I could do this for days. They added repairing weapons, which is huge because without this feature you just lose the best weapons in the game once you got them. They added a new rare weapon category called exotic weapons, replayable boss fights, knives are a new weapon category, and tons of new inventory management improvements. Not to mention the addition of over 4 new zombie variant types. Now these changes are all things that the community had been asking for since launch. It took a year and 3/4 to deliver, but they did it, and you can feel these underlying changes immediately when you get into the game. Dying Light 2 is a game I hop on at least once a week for the sole purpose of just fucking around and having fun, cause it's fun to fuck around. They added way more objectives to do, and they always have some sort of event going on. Recently it's been Halloween. The addition of community maps gives Dying Light 2 infinite replayability. And some of these community maps are definitely worth checking out. I don't know who made this one. However, there is some sad news about Dying Light 2 will never be able to change, and that's its reputation. You see, in the gaming community, when a game has a bad initial launch, usually that's pretty much wraps. Battlefield 2042, Cyberpunk 2077, and Overwatch 2. These games have made partial comebacks, but because of their launch reputation, the general gaming community sticks with that idea of what the game is in their head. In other words, if your launch sucks ass, everyone thinks that the game will suck forever, with only a few games being able to claw out of that reputation ever in gaming history. Because of this, I think it'll take Dying Light 2 a couple more DLC launches and more updates to truly get the love and respect it deserves. But even then, I'm not confident that people will see it that way. One of the major downfalls of Dying Light 2 that can't really be recovered is the story. And since obviously everyone when they hop on Dying Light 2 plays the campaign first, it can be really a drag to get through that campaign. The first time, I didn't even want to play it any longer. I just kept doing the objectives. But obviously they'll never change this, so I wonder how that will affect new players coming into the game, because the story is really that ass. It's like watching paint dry in 0.5 speed. But besides that, I'm happy to say that Dying Light 2 has made a full recovery. A year ago, if you told me that this game was going to be in the state it's in now, I wouldn't have believed you. There were just too many problems with the base game, but somehow they managed to figure it all out and fixed it perfectly. So Techland, good shit, I guess. I mean, yeah, you did it. If you guys haven't played Dying Light 2, I suggest you check it out, because it's really good right now, like really good, especially if you've never played it. Guys, let me know what you think of Dying Light 2 though. Do you guys think that this game deserves the hate it gets, or do you think that everyone should accept its new future? Let me know down below in the comments, guys. Without further ado, I'm Treyllo. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.